Hi, my name is Andromeda Cook. I am here to share a story with you. I wrote this story and I posted it on my TikTok and I got a really good response. So I'm basically just going to read the story in this video for the people who don't follow me on TikTok. This is a story. If you want to go to my TikTok account, my TikTok is at AndromedaCookStudio and it's right here. It has 36,000 views. It's titled Mordecai When God Flips the Script. It's a pretty popular story. I paired it with this song by Marvin Said, Never Would Have Made It. It has 3,216 likes and 194 comments. So please come over to my TikTok, join in on the comments and share it, like it, save it, whatever you want to do. But please follow me on TikTok. And if not, just sit back and enjoy the story. So I'm about to read it to you. All right. Mordecai was a Hebrew man living in Susa, the capital of the Persian Empire. His people had been taken from their homeland years before and were now living in exile. He came from the tribe of Benjamin, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. His family line traced back to a man named Kish, who was also the father of King Saul, the first king of Israel. So Mordecai had royal ancestry. He basically came from a royal bloodline, though most people around him didn't know it. Mordecai wasn't a rich or powerful man at first. He worked near the palace gates, possibly as a scribe or record keeper. But he was faithful, disciplined, and deeply connected to God. He also had a young cousin named Hadassah, I think that's how you pronounce it, who had lost both of her parents. Mordecai raised her as his own. She was called Esther in Persian. The king at that time was King Xerxes. He had a queen named Vashti. One day, during a long royal banquet, King Xerxes was drinking with his officials. He sent for Queen Vashti and ordered her to come show off her beauty in front of all the men, but she refused, and that was considered a great insult, especially in that culture. The king was embarrassed and angry. After talking with his advisors, he removed her from her position as queen, so he basically kicked her out of the palace. And that's how Esther entered the story. The king ordered a search across the empire for a new queen. Beautiful young women were taken to the palace and prepared for 12 months. Esther was one of them. She didn't ask to go, she was chosen. Mordecai told her not to tell anyone she was Hebrew, and she obeyed. While Esther was in the palace, Mordecai stayed close, checking on her from outside, just basically keeping his eye on her. Around that time, he overheard 2 guards planning to assassinate the king. So Mordecai told Esther, she told the king, and the plan was stopped. Mordecai's name was recorded in the royal books, but no reward was given to Mordecai right away. Then came a man named Haman, who was promoted above all the king officials. The king ordered everyone to bow to him, but Mordecai refused. And Haman noticed. He was filled with pride and anger. He thought he was above everyone. And the idea that someone went and bowed to him made him furious. But instead of just going after Mordecai, Haman decided to destroy all the Jews in the empire just because of one man's decision not to honor him. Haman went home and complained to his family. He bragged about his high position and wealth, but said none of it made him happy as long as Mordecai was still alive. So his wife and his friends told him to build a large wooden pole, 75 feet high, and to ask the king to have Mordecai impaled on it. So Haman, he liked that idea and he had it built. But that same night, the king couldn't sleep. He asked to hear the royal records, and they read the story of how Mordecai had once saved his life. The king asked, "What was ever done to honor this man?" His attendants replied, "Nothing." So at that moment, Haman walks in, ready to ask for Mordecai's death. Before he could speak, before he could say a word, the king asked Haman, "What should be done for a man the king wants to honor?" Haman, thinking the king was talking about him, says, "He should wear royal robes, ride the king's horse, and be paraded through the streets with someone shouting, 'This is what's done for the man the king delights to honor.'" The king said, "Great idea. Go do that for Mordecai, the Jew." Haman had to walk in front of the horse, leading the parade for the very man he hated. The same man he was planning to kill that morning. Afterward, Haman rushed home in shame. While he was still talking to his family, royal messengers came to take him to a banquet prepared by Esther. At that banquet, Esther revealed that she was Jewish and that Haman had plotted to destroy her and her people. The king was furious. One of his guards told him about the pole that Haman had built for Mordecai. And just like that, the king ordered that Haman be executed on the very pole he had prepared for Mordecai. Everything Haman meant for evil came back on him. Mordecai was honored and given Haman's position, which was second in command over the empire. So basically, God reversed it all. The end. Again, if you would like to read this story, you can go to my TikTok account and read it, and then listen to the song that I added to it, which is "Never Would Have Made It Without You." Feel free to check out my cool artwork at www.AndromedaCookStudio.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and again on TikTok. So hopefully this story inspired you to maybe go to the Bible and read a few stories of your own. Just hopefully it's inspiring you to build your own relationship with God, because God is awesome and the Bible is also awesome. There's a lot of cool stories in the Bible. You can also go to my TikTok account and read other stories that I wrote. So peace and love.